Okay, now let's go on to worksheet 3.1. So worksheet 3.1, let's go through the answers here. Okay, so first one, with reference to page 30 of textbook, define a mixture. So a mixture is made out of two or more substances. Let me use a different color here. Okay, two or more substance. So take note the two or more substance, and they are not chemically combined. So that's for mixtures. How about pure substances? Pure substances is made out of a single element or a single compound. So a single element or single compound. Okay, it is not mixed. Do take note, it is not mixed with any other substances. So that is a pure substance. Now, so if I want to compare part A and B, state the difference. So mixture made out of two or more substances, okay, or pure substance made of one single element or one single compound. Okay, state that the following substance is a mixture of pure substance. So Milo drink is made of Milo and water, obviously it's a mixture. Water is a compound. It's only water, so it's a pure compound. So in a sense, water is a pure substance because it's made out of one compound only. Carbon dioxide itself is a pure substance because it's made out of one compound only, which is carbon dioxide. Seawater is a mixture of salt and water. You dissolve the salt in the water, you get seawater, just a mixture. Air is actually a mixture also. It consists of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and so on and so forth. So it is a mixture. Now, oxygen is a pure substance. It's actually one single element. Okay? Now, so we can, based on our understanding, try to determine whether something is a mixture or compound, but in actual fact, how do we really test it? Or how can we test? How do we know if a substance is pure? A solid, in this case here, it is pure if it has an exact and constant melting point, fixed melting point. So we know that ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius, or it freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So because it is fixed at 0, for ice particularly is 0, so we know that as long as the ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius, the ice is pure. Okay? Now for liquid, we think in terms of it as a exact and constant, we should call it a fixed boiling point. So to know whether water is pure or not, okay, liquid water is pure or not, we will let it boil. If it boils exactly at 100, okay, we know that it is a pure water. Now, does everything really melt at 0 and boils at 100? No. Different substances have different melting boiling point. Okay, different substances, do take note, different substances have different melting and boiling point. Okay, now next, determine if the following substance is a pure substance or mixture based on the boiling and melting point. So for solids, we will look at the melting point. Now, when it is fixed, you realize it's one number. But if let's say it has a range, over a range, this is what we call not fixed. Fixed. So fixed over a range, fixed. Therefore, this is pure substance. Mixture, pure substance. Okay? Next one, liquid A and liquid B, can you see the boiling point is over a range? Therefore, this is a mixture. While liquid C is fixed because only one temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, so it is pure substance. Now, so what does impurity do to solids? Okay, this is only for solids, melting point of solids. So impurities lower the melting point. So the more impurities we add, the lower the melting point. Now take note, you can't just add until it becomes super low. So there's a certain limit to it. But typically the idea is you add more impurities, the melting point will be lowered. The second thing is we already know that impurity cause melting to take place over a range of temperatures. Okay? So now, so pure substance acts as a melting point of 20. Suggest what could be the melting point of substance after impurities were added. So you know that it will lower the melting point, 15 degrees. But is this correct answer? Actually, no. It should be 15, maybe to about 19 degrees Celsius. Okay, because where is the range of temperature part? So 15 is actually not right. It's actually 15 to 19. You need to show that it melts over a range of temperature. Next one for boiling point. Now, we know that the melting point will decrease for solids. But we talk about boiling, we actually increases the boiling point of a liquid. The more impurities you add, the higher the boiling point. But do take note once again, there's a limit to how much it will increase. And next thing, it actually causes boiling to take place over a range of temperature. So if the boiling point is 150 degrees Celsius, suggest what could be the boiling point after some impurities were added. So 155 degrees Celsius, obviously we know is wrong. Okay, not correct. It should be maybe about 151 degrees Celsius to 155 degrees Celsius. So just increase it slightly to show a range and stuff, and this will be the boiling point. Okay, so this is for worksheet 3.1.